Hi everyone, welcome to the lecture number 1 of the course Linear Algebra and Stochastic Processes. In this lecture, we'll discuss about the course structure, course outcomes and content of the course. Along with this, we'll have a discussion on the references and textbooks that we require for this particular course. So very first, we'll start the discussion on the structure of the course. So in structure, we are going to discuss about the teaching scheme and examination scheme of this particular course. In teaching scheme, we are having lectures 4 hours per week. There are no practicals for this course. There is a one tutorial hour per week for this course. Total credits for this subject is 5. This is a 5 subject, 5 credit course. In examination schemes, you have to go through 3 examinations, total 4 you can say. One is in semester examination of 30 marks, end semester examination of 50 marks, continuous assessment, this is also like examination, and term work. Term work is again like whatever performance you are going to have in tutorials, based on that you will be evaluated with your term work marks. So total marks for this course is 125 marks. Okay, 100 marks covers the theory part and the tutorial part is having 25 marks. Okay, and per 25 marks 1 credit is there, so total number of credits for this course is 5. If you clear this paper, you will get 4 full 5 credits. Now after this is regarding the examination scheme and the theory hours and tutorial hours of this course. Now the outcomes of this course are, after studying this course, the students are able to know and recall the basics of linear algebra and stochastic processes. Okay, so whatever basic things you are going to discuss, you are going to study in this particular course, that you can recall at any time, and you will have an introduction to these all basics of the linear algebra and stochastic processes after learning out this course. This is the first outcome. Second outcome of the course is to understand, students are able to understand the concept used for solving problems based on linear algebra and stochastic processes in the universe. Then the next one is students will be able to apply core concept of the solutions of engineering problems based on linear algebra and stochastic processes. Then the fourth outcome is students will be able to analyze the problems of which kind and their solution methods available in linear algebra and stochastic processes, and use a particular method for finding a solution in the engineering field. So these are some outcomes that students will be able to do after learning out this particular course. Now let us move towards the course contents, that are nothing but the units. There are total 6 units. This course is divided in 6 units. First 3 units are based on the linear algebra, and the last 3 units are based on the stochastic processes. So for understanding stochastic processes, few things about the probability you must know. It is a statistics part, and this linear algebra is matrices and all the things is the part of linear algebra. So unit number 1 we are having in our syllabus is matrices. Okay, total number of hours required to cover this unit is 8 hours, and it satisfies the outcomes 1, 3 and 4. Just now we have discussed few outcomes. Out of that, 3 outcomes it satisfied. Matrices, the contents of the unit number 1 are, will have the definition of matrix, then elementary row and column operations on matrix, then rank of a matrix, this is the new part to you. Okay, normal forms, consistency of a system of linear equations, orthogonal matrix, linear and orthogonal transformations, eigenvalues and eigenvectors, properties of eigenvalues and eigenvectors. These are the contents of unit number 1. After studying all these things, we are having some applications of matrices. Okay, so whatever basic knowledge is known to you of matrices, based on that and this previously discussed topic, we are going to apply all the topics discussed in unit 1 for solving these type of situations, like diagonalization, how to do the diagonalization of a real matrix, how to obtain quadratic forms, how to use Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Okay, Then how to find the inverse of a matrix using Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Miss Sylvester's theorem is there. Few problems in engineering. That means some application part of the unit number 1. The topics discussed in unit number 1 that we are going to have in unit number 2. And in unit number 3, we are going to study vector spaces and inner product spaces. This unit also require 8 hours, and it satisfies three outcome number 3, CO3 and CO4 means course outcome 3 and course outcome 4. And the content of unit number 3 are vector space definition. We are going to have linear combination of vectors, linear span, linear dependence and independence of vectors, basis and dimension of vector space, linear operator, definition of inner product space, etc. Okay. Now after this, the next contents of the unit number 3 are Euclidean space, norm or length of vector, orthogonality, orthonormal set, Gram-Schmidt process. Okay, so these are the content of the unit number 3. So all these things are the part of the linear algebra. Okay. Now after this, in unit number 4, we have probability part. Okay. In unit number 4, we are going to study probability and random variables. It also requires 8 hours to finish, and it satisfies the outcomes CO1, CO2 and CO3. Course outcome 1, course outcome 2, course outcome 3. The contents of the unit number 4 are probability axioms, additional law and multiplicative law of probability, conditional probability, Bayes theorem, independent events, random variables, discrete and continuous random variables, probability function and distribution function, joint distributions, independent random variables. These are topics related to probability, and all these things we are going to cover in unit number 4. Now after studying this probability and random variables, the meaning of probability and random variables, we are going to have probability distribution in our syllabus. So in probability distribution, we are going to study different types of probability distributions, like binomial distribution, Poisson distribution, normal distribution, etc. Along with this, we are having some definitions of variance, mathematical expectation, standard deviation, covariance and correlation. Also movements in this particular unit. There are total 8 hours required to finish this unit also, and it satisfies the outcomes CO1, 2 and 4. At the end, whatever topics we are going to discuss in unit number 4 and 5, based on that, the stochastic process, the meaning of stochastic process are random process. Stochastic means random. Okay, so stochastic process means random processes. Okay, so for studying this, you must know the difference between discrete random variable and continuous random variable. You must know about the random variables, then only we are going to understand the random processes. Okay, the stochastic process concept we are going to have discuss in the beginning. After that, classification of these processes into deterministic and non-deterministic processes. After that, distribution and density functions we are going to study in this particular unit. After that, statistical independence, statistical properties of random variables, concept of stationary point, first order stationary process, second order stationary process, wide sense stationary, Gaussian random, different types of random processes we are going to study. Random processes means stochastic processes. Okay, so for this unit also we need 8 hours, and it satisfies 2 outcomes, course outcome 2 and 3. Now after, these are the 6 units of your course, linear algebra and stochastic processes, and along with this I have listed some books of references as well as textbooks. So these books you must refer for all these 6 units. First is B.S. Grewal, Higher Engineering Mathematics, Khanna Publishers. So these are the list of books that you can write down in your notebook. In these books we are going to use, you can use as a reference, or if you need any kind of theory part, if you want to understand any particular concept, you can have the references also of these books. Okay, all these books are available in library also. Okay, so this is regarding the structure of the course outcomes we have discussed. Then all the units we have discussed, what units we are having in this course. Now in the coming lecture we are going to start with the unit number 1, that is matrices, and In that we are going to start the actual content of the course. So that's it from this lecture. This is the introductory lecture of the course linear algebra and stochastic processes. Thank you.